Well, welcome back to another episode. It's April 15th. It's about a little after 6 p.m. here in Indiana, and just out here at the farm to do some more TSI work and plant some. The remaining oaks I have about 10 tree tubes left. I'm going to plant some more oaks tonight, but before the dark comes and the dusk comes in on me, it's a little cloudy today. I actually wanted to do a little mushroom hunting. I haven't had a chance to really walk through here yet. My brother did a little mushroom hunting out here. He's found 24 so far, but there's an area in the woods that used to be an old railroad bed, so actually we find quite a few mushrooms here every year, and just wanted to show you what I find, and actually found one just a second ago. So first Morel of the season out here. Pretty nice one actually. It's hiding under the leaves, but about half the size of my hand, so gonna keep picking them and see what we find. I might be able to fill up a bag full before I head out and do the rest of my chores today, so stay tuned. One thing I like to mention when I'm picking these, I don't think there's any real great way to do it. Some people say you need to cut the base with a knife. Some people say you can pinch them. Some people say to use mesh bags to spread the spores, but I usually just use, a grocery sack, and I usually just pinch the bases because I don't always have a knife on me, but they seem to come back every year in the same spot, so we'll keep looking and see what we come up with today. Hopefully I can fill a sack full for myself and bring some home for dinner, so I'll keep looking. Well, just found number 2. Just a few feet away from the first one. They always say, if you find one, stop, pause, and look around. So this one was hiding on me a little bit. It's kind of growing sideways, so it's gonna uncover it a little bit. Pretty nice one though. Finding some decent sized morels right now. Seem to be pretty fresh. Usually I go around the 11th or so of April. Every year seems to be a pretty good time to start looking. Here it being the 15th, they've had a little bit of time to grow and mature. I mean, a couple I've found so far are about the size of my hand, so keep looking around and see what other areas I find them in. See if I can find some bigger patches. I just found the third one. This one was just like I said, a couple feet away from the other two. This one looks a little bit more dried out at first glance, but actually it's not that bad. I think just wet it down a little bit, clean it up, should be good to go. Well, I'm trying to be careful where I walk here. Once you get into a patch, you kind of have to stop, pause, and look around quite a bit, and just found quite a few more under this log, just a few feet away from the other few I found. So these are actually growing underneath the log, and already finding quite a few in this area, so I'll start picking these. That one's a little dried out. These two are starting to dry out a little bit too. It's a good thing I started looking. Now there's 4 under this log. Bound to be more under here somewhere. Well, I just started scanning this hill and just spotted another one. People always say, look under elm trees and dead ash. I don't know if it really has a lot to do with the trees or the area. And like I said, this is on a railroad bed. And there's some sycamores right underneath this railroad bed. I see some sassafras trees. There's some maple in here. I don't really see too many other tree species around. But you know, I really think the railroad beds can be a hot spot. This is a really old railroad bed though, so we found a few railroad ties in here, and it's been a long time ago since there was a railroad track in here, but and it produces a lot of mushrooms every year, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk over here and try to pick up this one I just spotted. It's a good thing I started looking today, because some of them are starting to get kind of dry. Just spotted another one under here, a little small guy. Right in there. Sometimes they're pretty hard to see with all the leaf foliage, but you just gotta thorns. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, look around once you start finding some, and you know, you'll find a pile before you know it. Well, just had to take a work call and I saw one, and it took me forever to find it again, but the little guy is hiding down in here. Sometimes they're not always the size of your hand. You really gotta look hard to find some of them, but I really haven't moved a whole lot out of this same area. I've been finding them, so didn't really want to miss any, but I'm starting to get about a half a bag here. And my sister's coming out to look with my nephew. They always like to get included in on the action when I'm out here, or my brother is. Usually it's a family endeavor when we're out here mushroom hunting, as everybody likes to eat mushrooms or find them and give them to different family members. So we'll keep looking and see what we come up with. Hopefully we can fill a bag. Another dried out one, it looks like, but what they say, it'll eat. Starting to get a little dry. Definitely need to soak that one. But every one counts at the end of the day. Well, these are out in the open. I just barely caught a glance at that one. It's standing out pretty good. It's pretty yellow. I've been finding most of them underneath a bunch of trees and down logs and briar thickets, but these were actually out in the open, so let's keep looking around here. A couple small ones, but they're fresh. Well, just found another one on the other side of this little draw, so I'm gonna start checking this hill next. They're out in the open more than I thought they would be. What are you doing, Rim? What are you doing? Well, my sister just got here with my nephew, and I just found another one. My dog's barking. Whoa. Pretty decent sized one. I'll take it. Just found the one growing on the log. Go ahead, Cole. Pull it, throw her in the bag. I spotted that one and he said, good eye. Well, I had a brief pause where I wasn't seeing any since my sister and nephew got here, but tried a new area and started to find them again. So sometimes it's just a matter of looking in a new area and seeing what you come up with. They hide everywhere. Man, that one's nice and fresh. Not dried it out at all. Just spotted a really nice one hiding under the underbrush here. That's a nice yellow Morel. That one's really fresh too. Just spotted another little guy. That one was pretty hard to see, but just kind of caught the corner of my eye. Not too bad for a couple hours after work. Really love this spot every year. I got really lucky when we bought this property. It's produced a lot of mushrooms every year since we've had it. We bought it in 2018, June time frame, so we missed that spring, but every year since then, it's 2021, so had a lot of success finding mushrooms out here. It's just mainly been about, I don't know, 3 or 4 acres of this one 32-acre patch that we find them in every year. Like I said, I think has a lot more to do with the actual railroad bed used to be in here. Seems like it's just makes it a good spot every year. I don't know why. I'm thinking about actually doing some burning next few years. I get a little more time to do some stuff out here in the winter, just to burn some of this understory. There's a lot of briars in here, so I'd like to get some of that out, just so it makes it a little easier to walk through here. A little more sunlight to the floor. But I think by the time it gets dark out today, we're gonna have quite a few mushrooms. I'm pretty excited because I found some in my yard the last couple of years. Found a small bowl full and I ate them in one sitting, and I was looking forward to coming out here and actually finding a whole mess of shrooms. It's been a long year waiting for this time of year. I love spring and mushroom season and turkey season coinciding. It's always a great time of the year to get out after you've been cooped up. I know this last year was a little hard for everybody with COVID going on. I like to spend a lot more time outdoors than some people, but so it wasn't a big deal for me. But I know some people probably had a hard time with it, just being cooped up. But when things like that happen, I definitely like to get outdoors and just forget about all the stresses in life and focus on things I like to do, like hunting and fishing, and looking for mushrooms, scouting, hiking. It doesn't really matter to me as long as I'm outdoors, so keep looking for some mushrooms. Well, I just spotted another bright yellow one. Remy's about to step on it. Watch out, Rem. It looks like it's got a little slug in it. I have to wash that one. But not finding giant patches of them this year, just kind of a lot of singles, but I'll take them any way I can find them. Yeah, I switched to a different side of the trail. Over here in some of these coal spoils, and I found some over here before, but not finding them over here like I usually do. It's the first one I've found on this side, but I don't know. I'll keep looking and see if I find any more over here. This is usually a decent spot. About stepped on this one. How many did you find, Cole?
3 in one spot. One was like right here, another one right there, another one right there. Practically a triangle.
Good job, man. Remy, you finding any? She's finding some. She probably ate them. Well, I don't count them, but found a decent little mess in a couple hours right after work. How many did you find, Cole?
About 4.
You found 4,
About 4 or
and then you
5.
found 3 more, so
7.
7.
7, huh? And then my pile versus Ashley's pile. So
Found the littles.
we'll be back out here on Saturday to find some more. Hopefully 3 times this much and give some to the family, right? Who are we gonna get them to, Cole?
My dad's grandma, which is my grandma.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for Saturday. We'll find some more. Well, thanks for watching our spring mushroom video. We'll find some more morels this weekend. Just wanted to say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. About to go finish my project out here before it gets dark. I've got several oak trees planted around this food plot. I'm going to go ahead and finish out down here along the field edge, and got just a few more tree tubes to plant still, but once I get that done, I'll be done with oak plantings for the year, which has taken me a long time to get all these planted, but I think in 10 years it's really gonna pan off for our deer hunting out here. So once again, thanks again, and stay tuned for the next video. Well, we're back at the house. It's been a couple days since we went mushroom hunting. We actually went today a little bit, and then I gave all the mushrooms to my mom and sister, but we've got the mushrooms cleaned up from the other day. Getting ready to throw them in a light coating of flour and then into the skillet butter. And I'll take a quick video, show you what they look like. We'll do a taste test at the end. Now, my fiance over there is taping me, so I'm gonna tape her.
In a minute, yep.
Never have enough butter.
That's what makes them tasty.
Oh, I got the first batch on the table. About to have some cold beer and shrooms. Just try one or two. They're good. Just like I remembered. Hot, but very good. Better try one, babe. Well, that's the end of this video, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.